We headed to the Warner Brothers Harry Potter Studio Tour, a magical experience that takes you behind the scenes of the beloved Harry Potter film series. And here's our thoughts. Hi, Hannah here from AH Disney. We recently were able to visit the Making of Harry Potter Warner Brothers Studio Tour. It's been something we've been wanting to do for a very long time, and it was definitely worth the wait. The first thing you will see is the Ukrainian Iron Belly dragon from Gringotts Bank hanging in the foyer. The detail in this is amazing, and it was genuinely a little bit scary to be stood underneath it. As you enter the queue for the main tour, you will find the walls with the scripts on, some of our favourite characters, and you get to walk past the set of the cupboard under the stairs where Harry spent the first 11 years of his life at Privet Drive. Our first step into the magical realm was the iconic Great Hall, where countless memorable scenes from the movies were filmed, with its long table and floating candles. The room also had students' and professors' costumes. A little tip we learnt was to hang back towards the end as everyone else had moved on from the tour, because the room empties and you can see all the little details without loads of people being in the room with you. I especially like the gargoyle statues representing all four houses on the walls of the hall. As you move on with the tour, the next room you enter is a huge warehouse-like room with sets, props and costumes everywhere you turn, with posters and videos from the creators of the films explaining how they were made. Some of our highlights were the Yule Ball set pieces with the gorgeous ice sculpture and costumes the cast wore, including Hermione's gorgeous dress and Ron's even frillier in real life dress robes. The potions classroom, which looked damp and cold just like you'd expect a dungeon being, with countless bottles of ingredients filling the shelves across the back wall, and Professor Snape, Filch and Harry and Ron at the back. We enjoyed looking for the Half-Blooded Prince's potion book, which is obviously a lot more dishevelled than the rest. You also can't visit Hogwarts without visiting Hagrid's hut, and his loyal Fang is sat outside. My personal favourite area at this part of the tour was Dumbledore's office. From the statue at the entrance to being able to step inside really felt like you were in one of the movies. The details are amazing and so well thought out, even though when watching on screen I bet they go unnoticed by most, like these house crests on the cabinets. If you look towards the back of Dumbledore's office, you can see his bedroom, which was designed and built and dressed by filmmakers, but never received a minute of airtime across the whole 7 films. In the Gryffindor common room, we see Harry, Ron and Hermione in their Prisoner of Azkaban costumes. That pink hoodie will always remind me of when Draco was punched in the face by Hermione. Speaking of Draco, you can find his costume in the Slytherin common room. Next we move to the darker side of the films, starting with the sinister set of Malfoy Manor from the Deathly Hallows, with poor Charity Burbridge suspended above the table, with Nagini ready to pounce. In this area, you can also see props from Knockturn Alley's Borgin and Burkes, and the grave of the Riddle family. Once you pass through the Ministry of Magic sets, you enter the Forbidden Forest. Here is filled with amazing animatronics of Buckbeak the Hippogriff and Aragog and his children, which was so realistic that I had to run out as soon as they started dropping from the ceiling. The Hogwarts Express was at platform 9 3/4 next, and we climbed aboard to see the carriages dressed for all the different films. No visit to the Wizarding World is complete without a butterbeer, and halfway through the tour there is a restaurant to get some lunch. It was quite busy here, so we decided to grab a quick butterbeer and head into the Courtyard, where you can find the Night Bus, the Burrow, Hogwarts Greenhouse, where inside we were able to take our chance with a mandrake. In the Courtyard is where you'll also find number 4 Privet Drive, the home of the Dursleys. And this is where we first got to see Dobby. The second half of the tour is all about the special effects and artwork from the series. It was really fascinating to see the drawings that became the sets from the movie we love. The Gringotts Bank set is incredible, and you are completely immersed in the Wizarding World with the goblins sat at their desks. Next you see what the bank looked like after the trio used the dragon to break out from the vaults below. Heading out of Gringotts, we exit onto Diagon Alley, just like you would have in the films. The attention to detail put into every building here is amazing, and I think you could spend hours and still not see everything. Ending the tour is a breathtaking model of Hogwarts Castle, a true masterpiece of craftsmanship. This intricate model was used for the sweeping aerial shots in the films and is a sight to behold. The Harry Potter Studio tour in London is a must visit for the fans of the series and anyone who wants to experience the wonder of the wizarding world. If you like this video, please subscribe and click the like button and the notification bell. Thank you for being our guest, and until next time, just keep swimming.